11 conversations that can save a relationship. Disagreements are a given in any long-term committed relationship. After all, the two of you have personalities and opinions of your own. If any relation is devoid of minor fights now and then, it indicates something fundamentally wrong. It could be that the relationship is superficial, or that one of you is hesitant in communicating their concerns. Either way, it is not healthy. Welcome to Just a Thought. If you're looking to fix a failing relationship, don't get caught up trying to avoid fights entirely. Instead, we've got a list of 11 conversations that can be game-changing. Before we continue, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Just a Thought, and hit the bell icon for notifications so you never miss an update. Let's begin. Number 11. Relationship needs. Yes, your partner should be an essential part of your life, but that does not mean your life should solely revolve around them. It is crucial to pay heed to your needs as an individual. In any given relationship, we have needs that we would like our partners to meet. These could include safety, support, honesty, and fun. All these factors represent the basis of your connection with your partner. Besides these, we still need enough room in our relationship to grow as an individual, as a separate entity from our partner. Whether it's desired privacy, solo projects, or quality time with friends outside the relationship, there is no doubt that it's vital. This conversation will not be a piece of cake, but nothing worth your time is ever easy. Nevertheless, it's essential that you and your partner talk about your concerns in the relationship, define your basic needs, and plan to ease those concerns in the future. Number 10. Children. You may not be at that stage of the relationship yet, but never underestimate the importance of being on the same page regarding these topics. Whether you want to have children at all, and if so, how many of them, your parenting ideas, and your outlook on what an ideal family looks like are all topics that couples need to discuss. There is a lot of room for conflicting opinions, and you should be open to voice your ideas and accept those of your partners without judgment. Number 9. Alone time. One of the most toxic ideas social media and romantic comedies have led us to believe is that when you're with someone, you're supposed to be with them all the time. Real-life romance is far from that. The truth is, when you're with someone constantly, you develop an unhealthy dependency on them, something that could go up in flames real fast. It's beneficial for the both of you to have your interests and spend time cultivating them. Everyone has a different requirement for me time, so it's vital to communicate your personal needs with your partner. Doing so would prevent a lot of unnecessary hurt for the both of you. At the same time, you should be willing to give your partner enough space to prevent the relationship from becoming obsessive, which only works in movies. Number 8. Intimacy. Sex is often a decisive factor that has the potential to create significant divides between couples. These issues can range from a lack of desire to unfulfilled needs. People have a hard time accepting that physical attraction and intimacy can fade over time. It could happen to the healthiest of relationships. So, what do you do if you feel the spark between you and your partner fading? The key is to make an effort to keep it alive by upfront discussions and working toward solutions. Loss of physical attraction is also a classic reason people have for cheating. Of course, it's not justified, but it is true. However, with persistent efforts and communication from both sides, there's no reason why the two of you cannot enjoy a wonderful, intimate life for many, many years. Number 7. Relationship fears. It's natural for you to develop anxiety over time and fear the scary situations that may arise in the future. The tricky part is that fear, if not handled properly, can promote distance and undermine your journey together. So, how to navigate the situation will be a decisive factor in the course of your relationship. The two of you must sit down and talk all your fears and concerns out. Additionally, you and your partner could make plans to ease the worries and reassure each other whenever needed. It's okay to grow a little insecure over time. What's important is that you don't let those fears take over the good parts of your life. You and your partner should be willing to face all the challenges life throws at you together. Never stop being vulnerable, sharing your concerns, and creating a safe space for your partner to be able to do so as well. Number 6. Each other's family. All of us have a complicated relationship with our families. Your vision of how you want to interact with your family and their involvement in your lives may differ significantly from your partner's. Again, what is necessary is that you communicate. As a couple, you should understand the boundaries that you want to set with your family. It's going to save the two of you many awkward moments at family events. You should be open to doing the same for your partner. This way, both of you would present a united front to your families and support one another in the process. Number 5. Housework. Housework might not have been a topic of conversation a few decades ago because of the well-defined gender roles, but there is no question that the modern-day relationship is far from that. Many people don't picture themselves being a maid at home to a capable grown-up, and that's entirely understandable. Dividing housework justly and knowing that your partner is comfortable pulling their weight, cleaning-wise, is a definite green flag for many people. It can prevent frustration and resentment from building up in either of you, so don't underestimate the significance of housework as another topic to discuss. It can do wonders for your relationship. Number 4. Work-life balance. Everyone has different goals in life, whether they're career-related or relationship goals. It's good to have a relationship and a career like most people, but maintaining a healthy balance is something several people find to be a struggle. You don't have to compromise on your career goals for your partner. At the same time, no one partner should feel like they're not getting in the promised time or that they have to sacrifice their needs. Many people plan to have huge careers, meaning long hours at work. While that in itself is fine, it's best to disclose that you won't be as home as much so your partner can decide for themselves what they want without overly relying on your company. Finding a balance that works for the both of you is critical. Number 3. Spending habits. One's unhealthy relationship with money can be a deal breaker for their partners. It can lead to unnecessary fights and unpleasant arguments. For this reason, it's valuable to talk about how each of you handles money and how you want to do it as a couple. Here are some of the fundamental questions to ask. Are you interested in saving? Would you rather spend money? And if so, how? What purchases can you make without consulting each other? It is natural for resentment to develop with different spending patterns. One of you could be impulsive while the other is thrifty. You could also have different ideas for saving. It's best to agree on a strategy that will enable the two of you to work on a common goal. Number 2. Fighting style. It's immature and unrealistic to expect no fights whatsoever in a long-term relationship. Road bumps are inevitable, but figuring out the most effective ways to communicate can diminish heated and volatile arguments. The solution isn't to avoid tough conversations and walk on eggshells around your partner. Instead, learn to fight fair. Introspect and ask yourself what you are naturally inclined to do when you're hurt. Observe the same in your partner and notice the things they do to protect themselves when sad. Recognizing these patterns will allow you to depersonalize these experiences and appreciate the flaws in each other. There is a boundary that no one should cross regardless of how serious a fight gets. So, no matter how angry you are, try to avoid being unnecessarily hurtful and stay grounded on the topic of discussion. And number 1, relationship boundaries. Relationships should never come at the expense of your mental well-being. A healthy relationship can prove to be rewarding for your mental and emotional state, so one cannot overstate the importance of figuring out ways to keep it healthy. Therefore, it is crucial to talk about the boundaries each of you has in the relationship. Violating these boundaries can be pretty damaging in the long term, so you and your partner should learn to respect them. It should be clear what makes each of you feel unsafe, disrespected, or disinterested. Ask your partner what things you can do that would make them unhappy and consider ending the relationship. It would help to pay careful attention to what they tell you and empathize with them. Be considerate enough to avoid doing what hurts them in the future. Unfortunately, most of us are unaware of our boundaries until someone has already crossed them. Avoid these situations in your relationship and be the support system your partner can genuinely count on. And that's a wrap for 11 conversations that can save a relationship. Which one of these have you had with your partner? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Just a Thought for more videos like this. See you in the next one.